I'll take you back to 2014 when I started my agency career, and I was straight away thrown to the wolves, which is Vodafone, who is very aggressive advertiser and was competing heavily with Airtel at that point of time. They didn't see Aircel or Idea as their competition. They saw Airtel as a competition, and they always wanted to stay ahead. So there was this property in the IPL called the Vodafone SuperFan, where the superfan, whoever was the superfan for that match, would get access to the winning captain and get a match signed ball. That's where the journey ended for the superfan. And Vodafone came to us, asked the agency that what can you do to make this superfan's journey more interesting? How can we take it ahead? Because the journey simply ends. So the problem that Vodafone was facing is that the superfan's journey ended immediately once the winning captain signed the ball, and that's about it. So they wanted to extend that journey and say, how can we make the superfan a property that everybody would want to participate further? So we went to Sony, who had the broadcast rights for the IPL, and we said we want to do this with the superfan, that we want him to come back to the studio into extra innings. Sony asked for some crazy number, lots of money they asked, because it was Vodafone and because they had to obviously overcome all the expenses that they were facing. So we told Sony that we can't afford it. Sorry, this is way out of budget. Are you asking me money for the entire half a year of Vodafone's advertising budget? That doesn't work. So what we did was, Star Sports had just launched, and they were creating content on the IPL without showing the match highlights. But it was new. They were pushing as much as they can, because they were competing with Sony, because Sony had monopoly running an IPL, whereas Star Sports is the sports channel of India, bigger than 10 sports at that point of time. So what we told Star Sports is that you have a review show, you take our super fan from the stadium, we'll plant him in the studio, and you talk to him and make him feel really good. And Star Sports agreed at very nominal fee, because they were surprised that they've got sponsorship in an IPL when they're not even showing IPL. So that was the move that we made, and we got a super fan and we got him into the studio. Let me play this for you.
हाय, मेरा नाम सिद्धार्थ माइत्रेया है। मैं एक टीवी चैनल के लिए कंटेंट बनाता हूँ। मैं सचिन तेंदुलकर का सबसे बड़ा फ़ैन हूँ। मेरे बर्थडे पे अक्टूबर में मेरे फ्रेंड ने एक सरप्राइज़ पार्टी प्लान किया मेरे लिए, और जो केक मेरे लिए मंगाया गया था, उस पर सचिन का पिक्चर था। अभी 6 महीने हो गए मेरे बर्थडे को, बट वो केक अभी तक मेरे पास है। मैंने उसको फ्रीज़ करके रखा है। ये है उदित वानु दास, मेरे दोस्त, जिसने गलती से एक मैसेज भेज दिया, शायद किसी और को भेज रहे थे।
Make some noise, superfan in the house। सिद्धार्थ यहाँ पर आ गए हैं, और क्या दिन है आने के लिए। आज है 24 अप्रैल सचिन के फैंस के लिए। चलिए आप ही कर दीजिए। श्री गणेश।
विश यू सचिन तेंदुलकर अ वेरी वेरी हैप्पी बर्थडे। आप सबके लिए इस देश में एक इंस्पिरेशन है। हमने क्रिकेट खेलना देखना शुरू किया था बिकॉज ऑफ यू, एंड इट्स सैड कि आपका करियर अब नहीं है, ख़त्म हो चुका है, बट यू विल ऑलवेज बी आवर फेवरेट क्रिकेटर।
हाँ सिद्धार्थ, लेकिन सचिन को आज आप उनके बर्थडे में बोला केक मत खिलाना जो 6 महीने से आपके फ्रिज में पड़ा हुआ है, लेकिन आप कौन सा मैच देखने गए थे? ये गेंद पे साइन किसके हैं बताइए?
ये गेंद पे साइन है जॉर्ज बेली का। मैं गया था चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स वर्सेस किंग्स 11 पंजाब के लिए, जहाँ पे मैक्सवेल ने जो इनिंग्स खेला,
मैक्सवेल ने छीन लिया आपसे अपॉर्चुनिटी कि इस बॉल पे महेंद्र सिंह धोनी के
वो सब बात छोड़िए, वोडाफोन की बात करें। वोडाफोन बताइए कि ये भेज दिया, लेकिन 1 साल का फ्री कनेक्शन दिया या नहीं? सुपर फैन हो भाई, 1 साल का फ्री कनेक्शन मिलना चाहिए।
इनफैक्ट उन्होंने मुझे वहाँ पे भेजा, तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ हर महीने थोड़ा बिल एक्स्ट्रा भर दूं।
मेरा दे देना, नो प्रॉब्लम, मेरा दे देना। लेकिन
Yeah, so this property was all about Vodafone showing its commitment to a Vodafone superfan, that if you're a real IPL or cricket fan, this is the experience we'll make sure you have. It's basically they'll say that we'll give you all the opportunities to meet your favorite cricketer. We got them to a studio, we made them even play cricket, and we took that experience to the next level for a true cricket fan, and this was all being enabled by Vodafone, and that's how that brand loyalty probably would have been built. And organically, Rohan Gavaskar also started talking about Vodafone. Probably he also is a Vodafone subscriber. This was all before the Jio takeover, so it all looks pretty good now. I don't know if Vodafone can do this right away. The other property I wanted to show you is Vodafone launched a plan called Vodafone Red, where they wanted to give you one connection which is divided amongst all your family members. So and they wanted to go after everybody who watches, or rather all the Indian families. So we figured something out where we said that people watch TV together in India. Most of the families in India watch TV together, and they watch Star TV probably to watch the daily operas. Everybody doesn't have two televisions nowadays, but at that time we felt that one television homes where everybody watched one show, that was the Hindi GECs together. So why don't we use them and create the story of Vodafone Red Plan, and we don't put it in the show. Whereas what branded content is all about, placing the content inside the show, not outside in the on-air time or other advertising break time. So what we did was we used the same TV stars and planted them as 30-seconders between the same shows that they were playing. So people would think that they're still not out of the show, they're still watching the same show. Let me play this for you.
Wow, so they have to go last their last 6 wickets for third.
औरतें जो होती है ना, वो फैसले लेने में थोड़ी जज्बाती होती है।
अब बस भी करो, सारा दिन वीडियोस में घुसे रहते हो, फैमिली के लिए केयर ही नहीं करते।
पॉइंट है पापा जी।
अच्छा, अपना मोबाइल प्लान पूरी फैमिली के साथ कौन शेयर करता है? मैं। क्यों? बिकॉज आई केयर।
सच? मतलब अब मैं तुम्हारा मोबाइल डेटा शेयर कर सकती हूँ?
पापा जी, वैसे वोडाफोन रेड प्लान के बारे में मैं भी जानता हूँ। सिर्फ 99 रुपीस में अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को ऐड करो, है ना?
है ना?
है ना?
So this was a snippet from Sumit Sambhalke. It was a show on Star Plus, and we used the same stars to tell that story in the break time, so people didn't feel they were out of the episode. This was a hardcore TV solution. It was not digital. This is a song that we made for Vodafone where TVF, Raftaar and Kanan Gill collaborated, and it was a Vodafone U plan, which was launched only for individuals who were in under 18 or something like that. It was for a specific age group. Somebody who's working could not get this plan, so it was for obviously for your friends and stuff like that who are in that specific age group. So this video actually had this campaign had 3 videos. One was by Kanan Gill, one was by Raftaar, and one was this with TVF, where all 3 of them were there. This gave a lot of virality to Vodafone, and this kind of content Vodafone never does. In fact, we had a lot of tiffs with Ogilvy because they felt that this is very much outside the personality of what Vodafone stands for. And we should be doing this. And there was some article which came up saying that Vodafone has done the biggest blunder by doing a video with TVF because Vodafone stands for premiumness and this and that. But that's something we had to burst that bubble for them, saying that there is a universe which is consuming this kind of content, and that universe is what you are after right now. That Vodafone You age group is consuming TVF. They are watching Raftaar, listening to Raftaar. They are watching Kanan Gill. They are not, or they are watching the English Premier League, or they are watching cricket. So you already in cricket, you can only do so much in the English Premier League, or you can go after these guys and create content with them, content which they are known for. Don't make content with them which Vodafone is known for. Don't get your dog in there or your other aspect. Let it be organic. Let Vodafone get into this rather than them mixing into Vodafone. That was the tiff we had. There was a lot of stress on this project. Outside stress, although it went well. We did a ground event where we launched the plan, we launched the product at Hard Rock Cafe in Bombay. We invited all of them. We invited Raftaar, the TVF team, and Kanan. It was a press conference. We did a lot of stuff. So yeah, it was a pretty big, humongous campaign for Vodafone, and I think it did pretty well for them.